Hey, what's up, everybody? This is your campus pastor. My name is Eric Falsinell, in case we have not met. And I just want you to know that I have been praying for you. My team has been praying for you. We love and miss you on so many different levels. But today, I actually had some great news that I wanted to share with you. So let me give you just a quick backstory. I'm looking at this guy over here. We're not going to talk to him yet. I see you, though. I see you.
Okay.
All right? We're going to talk about him in just a minute. But I wanted to kind of give you the background about something. About a year and a half ago, before we got hit with COVID, we were in this praying phase, praying for this new position that we got approved at our campus. Okay, a position that is very important. It deals specifically with events, building, and creating community on the patio. It's just a really important role. And we were believing God for the right person to come up, that God would give us the right person that really kind of meshed well with us as a team. We knew his heart and so forth. So the good news is it took about a year, believe it or not. It took about a year.
Yeah.
But God finally provided us with the right person a few months ago, right? So due to COVID, this has been a little kind of behind the scenes. But I wanted to let you know that God did bring us that new person to the Saddleback San Clemente staff. And his name is John Garcia, who's right with us. What's up, John?
What's up, man?
And thank you so much for coming on video right now. How do you feel about video?
I like it. I mean, it really just kind of gives us a good idea of just who we are, and it's fun.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we're going to ask you some questions. I want you guys to have a better understanding of who he is. So, John, you've had quite the journey, right?
Yeah.
Quite the journey. And I know we don't have an hour and a half, but can you I would love for them to know a little bit about, your Saddleback journey and how you got to this point today.
Oh, man. So I was part of Saddleback for about 8 years at main campus and loved it there. Did so many opportunities serving-wise and on staff. And so in that process, I feel like God really taught me how to listen, how to speak, how to just really understand PD, purpose driven. And so it was really special. From that moment, then I went to seminary school, and then I got offered my dream job at another church.
We did ask you to leave now. Got it.
And I got to be a junior high and high school pastor for a season. And then from there, the Lord just started putting just a desire in my heart. I started looking back at Saddleback and going, man, I miss you guys. I miss just the vision, the purpose, the drive, the energy, all of that. And it's really, you guys at other churches, it's amazing, but there's something special, and God's anointment on Saddleback Church and on Pastor Rick and Pastor Eric there's something to be said about that. So then from there, I started praying about it, and through that process, God led me back to Saddleback San Clemente.
That's awesome. I know John very well. That was definitely a summarized version, and we can go deeper someday. But I do know that he and I have been friends for many years, and it was really cool to be with you on that journey.
Mm.
And I just knew, I had almost a certainty that this was the right spot for you. Mm. So we're so thankful that you are here now, that your family's with us. So let's talk a little bit about that. A quick transition. Let's talk about your family. I'm going to share a little bit.
I love them. If you're watching. Man, the cool part is my story, there's so many elements to it. I have a beautiful wife. We got married January 3rd of 2020.
Woo!
So we're 6 months, 7 months, whatever today is, 8 months into it. We have 3 beautiful kids. We're a blended home, and man, I feel like God is really using our kids and using all of us to grow and make us better, because dynamics, the family life, the struggle of that situation can be hard sometimes. And so I feel it and I know it, but it's exciting.
Yeah. Well, I'm once again, dude, I'm so stoked that your family is with us. All right, let's talk a little bit. You've got a lot of different passions. I would love for them to hear a little bit more. What do you get excited about? What are your passions? What do you get involved with?
Oh man, ever since I was a kid, here's just a little quick story. I love coloring. And even to this day, my kids ask me, hey Dad, what do you do when you're bored or whatever. And I was like, I like to color. And they look at my stuff and they're like, no, that's more than coloring. And so in high school, I was just bored and I did soccer, but I also started just to draw and outline stuff a little bit. Then a friend of mine gave me this can that spray paint came out of. So then from there I got into a graffiti scene.
Nice.
And it was awesome. But I learned the hard way that you can't paint on somebody else's property.
That's kind of frowned upon?
You can't do that.
All right.
Learning that process, then I really just kind of educated myself on, I want to continue to do that, but I started putting different mediums together. And it's been really cool to just watch what God has been doing with this little talent that I just give to him. And it's been incredible to work with some amazing communities, amazing people, celebrities, and even schools, and most important, to work with churches to go and beautify a campus or to create a mural to give the community a sense of ownership. And it's powerful, man. That's something that I love. If I can integrate scripture, color, and my passion,
yes,
that's the dream job. And I get to do it here.
So awesome. So you might be thinking right now, you're like, God, this John looks a little familiar. I feel like I've seen the guy around. Well, here you probably have. It wasn't this Easter because it was kind of, we were under the COVID restrictions this Easter, but the Easter before that, John was here on stage and he was doing the artwork. Do you remember being here?
I loved it, man.
What did you draw that day? What was like the whole setup?
So it was basically Easter, and I connected with Pastor Eric, and our goal and our vision was to really set the table for our congregation to really have just a really special moment with Jesus. And so when worship started, I started painting this abstract mural or this abstract thing throughout the process, and you look at it and it just doesn't look like anything until we're closing of the second song into it, and then there's a moment where I pause and then I flip the painting upside down and you get to really see what I've been working on for 15 minutes during worship. And it was just an incredible opportunity.
Man.
It was really cool because you got to really hear and see our church respond to that in a powerful way, and that's the ability that I give to God, and he works with it.
I love it, man. Well, God has gifted you in so many different ways, and I really mean that, guys. God has given him the creative side. He's given him the strategic side. He has the heart. So I just want when you guys have time, reach out to John. Welcome him to the staff, to the campus. His fingerprints have already been all over it. Like I said before, he's really going to be driving most of the events at the campus. He's involved in a lot of different levels, and you also will see a continuation of his creative side as well. Makes no sense not to utilize what God has gifted you in. So John, as we conclude here, obviously, like we said, a big part of your role is events, and I know that a lot of people are probably kind of chomping at the bit about what's next for our campus and things of that nature. So are there anything coming up that they can be aware of?
Yeah, actually, we have Fall Fest coming up, and so that's basically like it's so cool. It's a trunk or treat. It's going to be a drive-through style. We're going to have cars and trunks decorated. We're getting really creative on how to do something new for our community. So I'm excited to share that with you. However, also we would love if there's a desire, if there's an opportunity to serve, this would be a really great moment to really activate those gifts and those desires to our campus, because we miss you guys, and I still want to meet all of you and connect with you guys. And Fall Fest is such a great opportunity. It's just to get plugged in, whether you're attending or you're serving. It's life-giving.
It's so good, man. It's gonna be a lot of fun. We were planning for it the past couple weeks. We've been dreaming about it for a long time because we knew it was forthcoming. And some of you might be in your heart like, I don't want to do another drive-through thing. I just want to encourage you. This one's going to be a little bit different. More details are coming, but it's going to be a collection of a lot of cool elements that will be really fun for you and the family. So I would say at this point, just plan on being there. Plan on bringing your family there. More details, as I said before, will come through the newsletter. I know for a fact right now you can get involved by, hey, we need candy, don't we? Candy's like a huge deal with regards to this.
It's just for my house.
Just for you,
That's
right.
just for me.
Okay.
A part of that is we do need candy, and we want to make sure that we have enough for our community because, that's what we're here for. We're in the community for the community, right? And so that would be a really great moment for you guys just to step in a very small way, just to drop off candy. We're going to have some opportunities coming up. We're going to get the details to you out as soon as we can to make sure that we're thinking about doing a candy drive where it's called Give Some Sugar, Get Some Sugar. So that's a little sneak peek.
Okay, great. I love that. Sugar is the primary thing that we care about most. All right, and just one more little thing that I wanted to at least bring to your attention. I want you to know that your campus is very alive right now. There is a lot going on between our Peace Center. There's so much that we're doing with feeding people with the food pantries. There's so many opportunities to get involved there. You know, our life group started back up again this week. We've got KSG going right now. Small groups are alive and well. And I just want you to know that God is moving, okay? You know, at Saddleback, we believe in balancing the 5 purposes, right? So, yes, right now we might be online as it relates to the weekend service, but that's just one component. You know, we're doing life in small groups, and Pastor Rick is teaching us through the weekend message. Then there's all these opportunities for you to be serving. So I'm just praying with all my heart that you are active in your small group and that you are starting to feel the urge or the nudge to serve your campus, because there are so many different opportunities. So I love you guys very much. John, thank you so much for being with us today. We're going to have a great future. It's going to be fun. We'll be talking real soon. Bye-bye.